These are Lego Muppets, and currently, they're all homeless. And today I'm going to challenge myself to build them a huge theater with all the characters and rooms from the movies. So stay tuned, because things are going to get Muppetation. Anyways, Lego. Now first, here are the 12 official Muppet minifigures that Lego has made. And don't worry, there are gonna be more in this video. But so far, we got Kermit, Fozzie, Miss Piggy, Animal, the Swedish Chef, and a bunch of others. And if you don't know already, the Muppets are these group of puppets made by this guy, Jim, and their dream is to sing, dance, and make people laugh. And they do all that in their grand theater, which I'm going to build. But before I can lay down a single Lego brick, I need to get inspired. So I took a 3-hour journey to Florida to visit the happiest place on earth. That's right, the Muppet Courtyard. I spent the whole day in this Muppet World watching the show, buying the merch, and vibing at the Muppet-themed restaurant. And a big thing I took note of was the beautifully designed theater, which we're gonna have to recreate. I even built a Lego Kermit the Frog in the park. I opened it up, started hashing away at the bags, and got to building when I realized it's 400 pieces and I wanted to enjoy Disney. So I spent the rest of the day riding a bunch of rides, and now that I've been to the park all day, I feel like we could get things started and build the show. I also got these custom Muppet minifigures of characters Lego refused to make, like Sam the Eagle, Link, Sweetums, and Scooter. What'd they do to my boy Scooter? Get this man glasses right now. But we have them here to help assemble the theater.
Waka waka.
This is boring.
Hey, don't you guys remember? You're the Muppets. You do this to music. Well, alrighty then. And I think the first thing that I should do is fill the pit to play the music. This is a little area where you put the band. So I built up a drum set for our boy Animal. He's this crazy red Muppet, and he's totally
In control.
Oh, Animal, I just built you that drum.
So sorry.
We also got Janice the guitarist, a piano for Ralph, and I even made some space for this custom Floyd minifigure. He's kind of like Animal's owner. Yeah, it's a little weird. And now that we got the band set up, it's time to do the opening.
It's the Muppet Telethon with our very special guest, Mr. Jack Black.
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets. Muppet Show tonight. It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to raise the curtain on the Muppet Show tonight.
Why do we always come here? I guess we'll never know. It's like some kind of torture to have to watch the show.
And now let's get things started on the most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, Muppetational. This is what we call a Muppet Show.
Hey, that was pretty fun. Now I need to clear this whole thing and build a backstage area where they can prepare for the show. So I set up some stairs, some other general Muppet details, and even this desk for our boy Kermit to plan out the show. And while he was planning, Fozzie came over and asked if he could find the celebrity guest for this show. Kermit leaped at the idea, and Fozzie could barely believe it.
Waka waka.
But before he could let him go, he told him to warm up the crowd and tell some jokes. Hey, where's the crowd? Oh right, we should have probably added at least a balcony. And we're gonna have some pretty special Muppets up here. So I got to building up this little balcony area and attached it to the side of the building. Then I put in these two old guys, Statler and Waldorf. No, not that Walter. When I was at Muppet Vision in Disney, I saw these two joking with each other.
Hey, look! Look at the guy in the goofy mask. That's not a mask. Sorry, lady.
And now they get to sit up here and heckle Fozzie.
Hiya. Baya.
You gave him a 1? He's never been better.
Waldorf? Yeah, we're gonna need to clean up on aisle 5. These two kind of remind me of all the people who don't subscribe but watch the video in the distance. Or worse, comment something that I messed up in the video. Yeah, they definitely aren't subscribers. So Fozzie head off the stage and started his mission to find the celebrity guest. For the next set I have to build is a kitchen for the Swedish Chef, and I'm gonna need some help with this one. Yo, hey chef, can I borrow you for a second?
What? Everybody make it a kishy cushy.
But you can do that later, come on.
Okay.
So I had my good friend Swedish Chef cook up a Lego kitchen so legendary that only a Lego-fied version of him would use it. It's the little me. A basket filled with all kind of fruits, vegetables, fish, and donuts. It also has a microwave and even a basketball net. And now he's gonna make some chicken. And while the chef was entertaining the folks at home, Fozzie was leaving to find a guest and walked into this guy who was with Kermit. And for some reason, Kermit was wearing a dark cloak. That's weird. Anyway, Fozzie ignored it, but it turns out it wasn't Kermit at all. In fact, it was his evil look-alike, Constantine, the world's most dangerous frog. And the man who was with him, Bob. Yeah, see, I have to tear this place to the ground, see? We're gonna build a giant monster ride right here, see? And it'll be epic, see?
But you could literally build it anywhere else, and everyone already likes the Muppet Studio.
You think I care about people's feelings, see? Hey, evil Kermit, you. That person knows my plans. You know what to do.
And what's that?
Oh my goodness. Say, what did you think? I wasn't gonna be evil? All right. Well, we have our next act, and it's Gonzo the Great. And it looks like Gonzo is going to do his next stunt, and for it, we'll set up a ramp and this motorcycle, and he has it all pointed directly at these two elderly men in a balcony.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This evening, I will perform a feat of lunatic daring. Before your very eyes, I will ride this motorcycle up this ramp and jump directly into that box, landing safely between those two elderly gentlemen. What? Oh, I can assure you, you'll be in no danger.
You're right. We'll be in Chicago.
For their own safety, while they were dozing, I took the precaution of chaining them to their chairs. On my mark. Get set. Go.
Hey, it looks like Fozzie found the celebrity guest, and he's in this Lego set from the Minecraft movie. Wait, is that Jack Black? So it turns out he got all his Muppet friends together and kidnapped Jack Black, and then brought him to Kermit.
Kermit! We have our celebrity! Mr. Jack Black has graciously agreed to do the telethon!
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Where is he?
In the truck.
Get me out of here!
You kidnapped Jack Black? That's illegal.
But Kermit, what's more illegal? Briefly inconveniencing Jack Black or destroying the Muppets?
Kidnapping Jack Black, Fozzie?
And that's all mildly concerning, but next we have to build one of my favorite Muppet segments,
Pigs in space!
but I actually have to build the space for the pigs to be in, which is what I'm gonna do with the help of today's sponsor, Elegoo. They sent me their new Centauri Carbon, which is their first Core XY 3D printer. It's beginner friendly, so if you haven't 3D printed before, this printer is great for you. And it's great for me because I'd never 3D printed before. The setup for it was super simple. It was really easy to go through, and they had a lot of great tutorials to help me when I had any minor issues. But in the Muppet Show, the pigs in space scene takes place in this awesome looking cockpit, and I wanted to recreate it in Lego, so I did. And I was able to put characters in here like Link Hogthrog, First Mate Piggy, and Jack Black. Wait, why is he here?
Get me out of here!
Well, I don't know what the deal with that is, but let's look at the screen behind them, because inside the screen, the actual print is happening. And it looks like the first thing we're printing is the actual exterior of the spaceship that these three are in. This ship is called the SS Swinetrek, and it took about 6 hours to print in total. Another cool note about this printer, by the way, is that unlike most printers, this one's fully enclosed, meaning that pesky little Florida alligators can't get in. And hey, look, the ship mold is done. All right, now I just needed to print up all the engines and the tail and the extra stuff. Then I brought it outside and I spray painted all of them with this shiny silver spray paint. The last thing I had to do was glue all the parts together, and the ship looks like a really awesome, accurate model of what the actual ship looks like from the Muppet Show.
It's coming straight at us, but I can't tell what it is.
It looks like the headlight on a motorcycle.
We know what it looks like. We want to know what it is.
Chicken jockey!
Thanks again to Elegoo for sponsoring this video. But we gotta get back to Earth because Kermit just called for an important meeting with all the Muppets to introduce everyone to this totally not evil person, Bob. Hi, say, I'm gonna tear down your studio, say, and I'm gonna turn it into a monster ride. We're different. What? You can't do that, that's crazy. We own this theater. But I can. But why? You could build it at Star Wars Launch Bay. Literally nobody goes there. Alright, that's enough saying. Evil Kermit. I am Constantine, evil Russian, most dangerous frog in the world. Alright everybody, pack up. I've got a contract here that gives me the right to this land. Sam, can you check this out? According to American law, we can raise $1 million by tonight and buy this studio back. But if we can't, all bets are off. Alright, well, sing a song, say. So the Muppets were totally startled, so they went to go see Bunsen and Beaker at Muppet Labs, where they were currently experimenting new types of things onto Jack Black.
I am Steve.
Hey, can you make $1 million? Bunsen said nobody could make 1 million beakers. But then Miss Piggy had an idea. What if they broadcast a song together and people would donate the $1 million? Or what if we just sold 1 million beakers for $1 a piece? Beep, beep. I don't think Beaker likes that idea very much. Yeah, Kermit liked Miss Piggy's idea better. So they all got together to sing one final song.
I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
And even if they didn't raise the $1 million, at least they got to be together one last time. Wait, what was that? Wait a minute, how'd that happen?
It was me, Kermit.
Jack Black?
All along. Hey, who are you?
I'm Steve.
I guess Jack Black took out Bob and saved the Muppet Theater. So now the Muppets could perform together forever. But why?
As a child, I yearned for the mines.
This video I made because Disney is shutting down one of my favorite places in the world, Muppet Vision 3D. And really this video is dedicated to my hero, Jim Henson. So for the rest of this video, I want to build a bunch of cool Muppets in Lego to honor one of Jim Henson's last big projects. Now we're going to cover and build a lot, but now I want to build some custom Muppet sets. Now since Lego has refused to make any Muppet sets, I had to go to Walmart.com to buy this illegal Lego Kermit set. That one I brought to Disney World but didn't want to build there. Yeah, anyway, after my ride back home from Disney World, I got home to take a look at the box and it's pretty snazzy. I missed. So I got to working on Kermit, building up the feet, the giant torso, the collar, the arms, and even the head. Now I just gotta wrap the banjo around the head. Yes! There he is, it's Kermit the Frog. Yo, like compared to the actual real Kermit, this looks legit. Whoa, there he is, Kermit the Frog. Oh, and did I mention he also comes with like a wand? Oh yeah, and like a whole darn microphone. Wait, I need to try in his wand. First thing we gotta do is remove the little banjo. Come on, Kermit. Ah, no, don't bite it. Stop biting it, no. No, Kermit, stop eating it. Stay. Good. I'm proud of you. All right, now all I gotta do is borrow this hand and put in this one. Yeah, so I think this is so he can like conduct spells. No. Yeah, honestly, I'm a little confused as to what this is supposed to be. Ooh, you know, it would be cool. It's probably not for this. What if it's his puppeteering rod? Like you could like, oh no, Kermit. No. Yeah, what if this is actually his puppeteering rod hand? Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Welcome to the Muppet Show. Turns out the actual purpose of this thing is specifically so he can conduct music, which I don't remember him doing, to be honest. Bro's low-key a little chubby. Oh my gosh, no way. He's literally hitting the dab on him. All right, Kermit, sing for us.
Why are there so many
song.
Wait, what is he doing? Yo, why is he looking into my soul? Now, one of my favorite types of Lego sets are those Brickheadz. And they still haven't made any Muppet ones yet, so I saw these ones designed by Dr. Brickheadz on Unbreakable and decided to pick out a few of my favorites and build them. All right, let's build Kermit. So I started by working on his torso, then I got to these little stud hoppers, put a collar around him, pretty simple, and now we're gonna build the head. I put together his little red mouth with his white eyes that don't look really accurate and kind of make him look not really like Kermit, but kind of like Kermit, and he looks kind of epic, 5 out of 10. The next one we're gonna build is Miss Piggy, and we're gonna dump these out. I like to think Kermit and Miss Piggy would be together as like a group set, like that Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner one, or Wally and Eve. Anyway, I started off by building the base, and then got to work on the actual Miss Piggy. I started with her dress, then we worked our way up to build the rest of her body and arms, and then I got to her head, which was really detailed. And we did one of my favorite parts, the eyelashes, which are these clip pieces. And then I just rounded off the hair, and it was almost done. The next character I wanted to build is my favorite Muppet and guest in this video, the Swedish Chef. And his took all like 15 seconds because I just love him so much and he looks great. And the last one I had to dump out and build was this kind of forgotten Muppet Scooter. Lego refused to make him, but they did put him on that little screen that Statler has. And building him was super simple. He had all these orange parts and his iconic green jacket, but my favorite part has to be his black glasses that just make the character look the way he does. Now, two of my favorite Muppets are those two old guys that sit up in the balcony and were really funny at the Muppet Vision show in Disney.
In 3D!
Oh, not you guys. How did you get here?
We entered a contest. Yeah, we lost.
And yo, these guys are looking like absolute bosses. I would not mess with them. Now, the last thing I wanted to do was wrap up the space thing. So I actually wanted to make some planets for our spaceship to fly around. And I had molded these ones using our Elegoo printer again. And the process was really quite flawless. The planet came out looking pretty sharp. Now, I printed them in this white color, and I figured it would be good to have the planets be multicolored, so I painted the first one red, and then after I finished that, I painted the second one yellow. And the last one I kind of left white because I wanted it to look like the moon. When it was done, I took some fishing wire and took forever trying to hang these suckers from my fan and from my light. Now all I need to include is the spaceship to make the ultimate scene using my Elegoo print of
Pigs in space!
Oh yeah, that looks epic. Another cool feature I forgot to mention was the cool auto leveling. If you don't level the print bed, it's easy to get things like spaghetti failure, poor adhesion, and even print warping. But this printer has 4 pressure sensors and a whole algorithm that can level your bed and make your prints look flawless. Thank you again to Elegoo for sponsoring this passion project of a video I've been working on for quite a long time. I had to go to Disney World for it, had to buy all the Muppets, had to buy all the other stuff you saw in this video. So subscribe would absolutely be appreciated. Also, if you like the Muppets, watch these over here. God bless and stay awesome. Cookie!